Welcome to Take a Break, the show where we just hit pause on all the crazy things that are happening in the world and just focus on the cool and fun stuff. I'm your host, Vinayak, Nair. This is my co-host. You want to introduce yourself? Okay, yeah, that's fine. No, that's Murphy, the penguin. He's a little shy, but I'm feeling lucky today, and I hope you are too. So our top story for the week is the launch of an XPrize competition. Now, I didn't really even know what XPrize was until I searched it up, but apparently it's an organization that tries to solve the world's biggest problems by crowdsourcing solutions from anyone willing to participate. So according to the website, XPrize wants to inspire and guide innovators to create breakthroughs, enabling a world of abundance. And they incentivize these innovators through cold, hard cash. Teams of people work together to develop solutions for millions of dollars. And their most recent challenge aims to reskill the American workforce in an increasingly digital landscape. Now, this in turn serves to both tackle existing unemployment and also make those entering the workforce more employable. The winners of this XPrize competition will earn a whopping $5 million. Now, I know that sounds really crazy, but what's even crazier is that in the past, they've given out larger sums of money, like $20 and $30 million, all in the name of innovation. And now, I'd like to turn it over to the weather with our weatherman, Rob Cobb. Thanks, Vinayak. The weather is great here. It feels like you could just sit down and have a picnic right there. Here's a pro weather tip. Have you ever wondered what the difference was between weather and climate? Well, you sure can't weather a tree, but you can climb it. Oh my god. Like, climb it? Yeah, no, I got it, okay? Like a ladder! 6 times he's done these random puns. Can we please get a new guy? Thank you, Rob. Our next story is about a hero. A woman who went out of her way using her own stimulus check to provide for her community through baking lasagnas. Yep, you heard me right. After being furloughed from her job, Michelle Brenner baked almost 1,300 lasagnas for the elderly, first responders, and friends in a time when, frankly, a lot of people just don't know when their next meal is coming. And in addition to just, making lasagna, because it's, food and that's sustenance needed to survive, she also stated that that's a family meal. That's time to sit together, that's memories making, that's conversations. It's something you'll remember for the rest of your life. The community rallied behind these efforts and have pitched in upwards of $20,000 for Michelle to continue feeding others, which she plans to do. And that, to me, is truly epic. And now, I'd like to switch gears and pass it off to our diction correspondent, J.K. Shakespeare, with Words of the Week. If you want to sound smart, but you just don't know how, simply study these words and you'll be taken a bow. At every interview, you'll be sounding chic due to these words of the week. Omnipotent, super powerful. Argot, the language of particular groups. LOUCHE, shady. Incontrovertible, impossible to deny. PARSE, analyze the structure of. FARRAGO, a random mishmash of stuff. Obtain, get. Skit time! What are we gonna do? I don't know. Arnie's this close to figuring it out. We gotta lay low. But what about the poison? We got a great chance at the party. Into the margarita it goes, deliver it to Large Pete, wait 2 business days for the toxins to kick in, and BAM! Mission accomplished. No, that won't work. But DC already sent it. I don't care, it's a bad time. We gotta deal with Arnie first. Okay, so what do you want to do? Alright, it might be a little louche, but hear me out. I'll drug Ernie. You, because he trusts you more than me, you drive him back to your place, and I don't know, we'll figure it out from there. So that's it? We're doing a sleepover with Ernie? No, you clown. We're gonna obtain the information, extract it out of him. See? Okay, alright, good point. I mean, I've intercepted some of the messages that they've been sending. They're using argot, like gummy, textbook, crackers and cheese, to conceal some info. They're pretty smart. But even if he squeals, how are we going to arrest the omnipotent Large Pete? He's got an army of guys willing to die for him. Alright, well, it won't be easy. That's incontrovertible. We'll definitely need a crack surveillance team or a larger army, whichever one's cheaper. Hey listen, Pete's probably gonna be upstairs soon. Are you making a move? No, we're gonna spike Ernie's drink and get him to talk instead. Let me just parse that. You wanna go after the accountant while you've got a direct line at the kingpin? That sounds like a FARRAGO of ways to blow cover and risk death. Do you even get what you're saying? Large Pete is an enemy of the state. An enemy. Take him out and get out of there. You remember what he did to Johnny Boy, right? Yeah, I'm well aware. Johnny Boy wasn't even with us. He just acted suspicious. And, well, we saw what we saw. So don't mess around. Listen, Ernie might be onto us. He's been acting much more guarded around us, and last week I heard he was asking for, well, routine inspections of the staff. Ernie, he hasn't even stepped foot in the party. I haven't even seen him today. Have any of you guys seen him? Come to think it, I hadn't even seen him yesterday either. Stay tuned next week to see what happens next. Thank you, JK, for teaching us those new words, which I know I will rarely use. Now let's move on to a really feel-good story about showing support for our healthcare workers. Recently, Shutterfly held a hashtag CreateThanks campaign to honor these heroes. They called upon kids across the country to submit artwork that would be displayed for these medical workers to see. 3 lucky kids aged 4, 5, and 7 saw their artwork shown publicly at Times Square. It was a really sweet initiative that had about 450 kids contributing nationwide. So in my view, I think this is a great project because not only are you cheering up the healthcare workers and professionals, but you're also giving kids who are honestly a little bit bored right now something meaningful and productive to do. In addition to this campaign, Shutterfly also donated $750,000 for COVID-19 relief, which is great. So as this week's episode wraps up, I have something that I'd like to recommend for you to check out. Recently, I watched an old clip from 1968 of a second grade teacher, Jane Elliott, shedding light on prejudice and discrimination in the classroom through her Blue Eyes, Brown Eyes social experiment. I think it's more relevant that you check this out now more than ever because education is such a vital step in combating systemic racism, and so I think that this is just a great model for educating kids about these injustices to start. So I've included the link to the clip down below, as well as any links to sources that I used to make this video. Murphy, do you have any final thoughts? I hear you. Okay. So Murphy's a penguin of a few words, and he's a little hesitant to voice his opinions, but if you have any thoughts, please make sure to comment down below. If you're still here, I want to thank you so much for watching, and if you want to see more of this, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and stay safe, relaxed, and awesome, and peace.